Another day, another grind, and today I'm playing the Wood Elves because I want to main them, kind of. And I know they struggle a lot because they don't have any artillery, and my enemy brought artillery. So let's get into it. By the way, guys, if you are a beginner and wanna learn with us, we are a tiny, tiny community. I think right now we are 3 people, maybe 4, but we want to learn that game, practice against each other, and maybe build upon it. So if you want to join my Discord, hit me up and let's see how we can manage to play. We are on different continents so far: America, Europe, and Japan, or Asia here. And yeah, that's kind of all that I have to say. All right, I have to fast forward that game pretty much because I took position over here. I moved my cavalry over here, and even I don't know if you can see that. I like those units, guys. Those units are my favorites so far. Probably everyone else knows how to counter them, but I love them. So I am hiding in the bushes or in the trees. My enemy has hell cannons, as you can see, and he does not move at all. So let's fast forward a long time. I was trying to move now over here through the woods. I have my, I forgot what's aerial, and I wanted to kind of try to, I don't know, move my cavalry around, let the enemy shoot his cannons and deplete the ammo. So what you can see right now is they're moving around, and my enemy uses a feral manticore, right? And the good part is that right now here, I guess it was here, I am moving aerial and cast a tempest. Nice cast. The enemy is struggling, getting a lot of damage. I know I probably shouldn't have used her that often because my Winds of Magic, or how's it called, was empty. But again, he is now engaging into my riders. That's kind of bad. I'm losing a little bit. But another Tempest brings this unit out of control. This thing is rampaging. I could probably try to attack it right here and maybe finish it off. But yeah. I tried to hide in the bushes. So yeah. And now let's see again. Moving around. There's really not much I did. Like right now you can see I'm moving around, duking the shots as much as possible. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes I really blunder. Sometimes he hits me even in the woods. And now moving. Those units did a great job. You can really see. Now I'm trying to hide behind this rock. Now the next manticore is coming. So I was thinking, oh no, I don't want to engage. So let's move away again. And more shots. And you can see those don't have that much ammunition anymore, right? So I'm doing quite a good job. So let's fast forward more and more. My units are back here. Ariel is doing her dance. Sometimes she gets hit, sometimes she does not. And more and more. And let's take a look. 4 and here are 6. And you can see right now I am moving now over here to this stone. That was in the end not a good move. I thought I can somehow flank, and now last shots are done and the enemy now has to fight. And you can see right now, let's fast forward even more, I'm pulling away my cavalry. I have position on this top here, and I'm trying to flank with my heroes. And those guys, they had a pretty chill time. But yeah, their light will shine soon. So now I kind of really left those here to die. They're shooting. We're trying to do a lot of damage. I'm trying to put my Eternal Guard into my bowman, but that didn't work that well. My cavalry over here is kind of roaming. Yeah, let's fast forward. You can see I really did a bad job here. Now I'm pulling away, but I can tell you already my archers won't come back. They gave up. So my army is kind of those hattered and beat up cavalry. My two heroes, where Ariel is really in a bad state, and those, well, still chilling zones. Fast forward again. So now my enemy is moving. At least you could say the Hell Cannon crew is kind of like non-existent now. Yeah, they're kind of like 12 people here, 12 people there, but they're not a threat whatsoever. So now the real part starts. Ariel is coming here, moving a little bit around, and now the amazing engage, let's see it, into the back of the Chaos Warriors. They get like, bah. The damage is not huge, but it still looks epic, right? And then I'm pulling away. Like, this is my shock cavalry plus the normal cavalry. Ariel is now kind of moving into here, so the enemy has to come. And so far, it doesn't look good, right? It does not. Another Tempest on the Manticore. And I think that was kind of all of the magic I could use. So, yeah. Now the enemy is kind of, yeah, I'm lurking. I'm moving my zones. And then it's kind of on. The party is on. The zones come out, strike into the enemy, binding them. You can see that my Eternal Guard are racing and routing. And now Ariel can come out. And also the Ancient Treeman. He's a good fighter, I would say, but he is way better when he can cast. In this game, he couldn't cast at all. So now, another nice side attack from those units. And to be honest, my cavalry was really strong this fight. Here the Ancient Treeman kind of like binds a couple of units, but I try to move him over to the other side. And now again, the cavalry is doing a great job. I am kind of leaving Ariel out of the fight because she doesn't have enough damage to kind of sustain a longer fight. The only good thing is that those Zolds can also buff you up and heal you up. And again, those Stag Knights and the Wild Riders, they're like ripping everyone apart. My enemy also, or my opponent, really didn't use his units a lot, right? So the Chaos Warriors are standing around. That's a thankful engage. The Ancient Treeman's still fighting. Wow. Ariel still fighting. And I can kind of ignore the Hell Cannon crew, right? But, guys, how do I handle Sigvold? Because you will see in a moment that after I kind of fought all of his units, right, I really struggled with Sigvold. So I had to kind of destroy all of his units maybe, so his leadership breaks and he doesn't have any chance. I don't know. I will fast forward here because right now it is really just garbage time. I mean, you can see the Cav is the MVP over here. They are running over here and then engaging into the back line. And when you say that they are the MVP, I would say that the Zolds are the defensive player of the game, right? They really hold all of those units on one point. I could fight them and then just engage one time, two times, three times into the back with the charge. And once again, they're gathering and now into the back line once more. And once more. Yeah, that was kind of the game. Ariel now has to focus a little bit on the Manticore that is kind of ambushing her. So that's why I moved her a little bit away. She's doing her best until the Manticore really runs away. And look at those Zolds. They're not losing HP. They're not losing, well, they lose a couple of units, but not that many. And the calf has just fun, I would say. Wow. And I kind of understand why my opponent didn't use those units to engage, because probably I would have defeated him. But he used them more like a unit to stay here to not get kind of like losing immediately. And once again, we're going in, we're fighting, but now you can really see that the Ancient Treeman and Ariel and the Zolds and those Great Stag units, they are not a match for Sigvald. I know that I even have, I think somewhere now, you can see here, a couple of Eternal Guards are returning, and those Chaos Warhounds came back as well. But basically what is going on is counter engage with my cavalry. I really felt that in this fight. I'm really hyped about that fight. It was pretty enjoyable. Nonetheless, my opponent gave me a hard time. Like, he was smart, but I outsmarted him a little bit. But I was afraid about Sigvald. I don't know what he drank, but I want to have that too. Like, look at that. He is fighting against all of those units, and he said, I don't care. It's like Kobe. Even though you're losing, he scores 80, right? Kinda. That's the Mamba mentality here. But yeah, I will fast forward now because you can only see I'm trying to engage with my calf all the time. And after a little bit of fighting here, my enemy really didn't have enough fighting power. And even Sigvald has to, yeah, give up. Another charge. And maybe we have another charge. I don't even know if the charges are good against one hero unit. Here, you could as well see that the hounds tried to do their last thing. And then once again into that back of Sigvald. What's his name? Sigvald. So for my enemy, I outsmarted his cannons. That was pretty good. Of course, he really deleted a couple of my units. And you can see the Doom Knights did a great job. Wow. 9,000, almost 10,000 damage. Also, those did a great job. 7,000. I guess that, yeah, well, the one Manticore was not so good. The other one did way more. The Warhounds were kind of like not non-existent, to be honest. And here you can see, like, for my army, the Bowman didn't do anything, and the Eternal Guard as well, but a lot of nice value on Ariel. Mr. Treeman didn't do anything, and then Look at this. Look at the stag knights. Whoa! And also here, right? And the Zolds were the backline, the defensive line that hold everything together. That was really fun and I enjoyed it. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea